before we start our presentation, I'd like you to ask one question. So, what is the hardest English skill for you guys to improve among the 4 skills? Speaking or writing, listening?
Listening and speaking.
Listening and speaking? Yes. What is the hardest? Speaking. Yeah, I guess for many learners, speaking is often considered the most challenging skill because it requires more than just understanding grammar and vocabulary. It demands the ability to actively use the language in real-world context. So, a linguist emphasizes that interaction facilitates acquisition because it connects input, internal learner capacities, particularly selective attention and output in productive ways. This means that language acquisition is not just about accumulating knowledge. It's about processing input and engaging with the language and producing meaningful output during real-life interaction. So we thought that AI tool can create the environments where learners can actively engage the language and receive immediate feedback and develop communication abilities essential for real-world use. So these are what we're going to talk about today. And so our team analyzed 3 popular English learning AI tools: Speak AI, SpeechLink, and Duolingo. These tools have changed the way people learn language, but they still have some limitations. So the strengths of these tools are that they provide personalized feedback for learners and offer practice opportunities through various expression and pattern drills. However, they also have several weaknesses. These tools give feedback, but they do not give the detailed feedback on pronunciation, like stress, intonation, and rhythm. And we found out that they focus mainly on American English and do not include other types like British, Australian, and Indian English, which make it hard for learners to understand different accents and vocabulary. So we plan to create AI tool that focuses on improving listening and speaking skills. For listening, learners will practice with different English accents and intonation, and they will learn the cultural context. They can watch the video that includes the cultural information. And for speaking, the tool will give detailed feedback on pronunciation, and learners can allow to practice the real-time conversation with AI. And it will also improve the communication skill based on the cultural context. And our main users will be Korean learners of English as a second language. This includes that people preparing for immigration, studying abroad, and working holidays or exchange programs, as well as those who need to improve the communication skill in real-world situations. And we also focus that English is now a global language with different varieties like British, Australian, and Indian, as I mentioned before. But these varieties have unique vocabulary, pronunciation, and intonation. However, learners in Korea usually only talk in American English, and we thought that it can make it hard for learners to understand other accents or adapt to the different cultural context when living or studying abroad. And Jungmin and I also experienced these problems. So we tried to make our AI tool to solve these problems. And we developed AI tool.
So we developed and named accent tree to provide various accents in the English depending on the culture. So what we want to show is English has a lot of forms and accents, just like the trees have a lot of leaves on them. So first of all, accent tree has the function that the users can set their learning goals. So through this function, we expect that the users can reach to their goals more effectively and easily. And of course, we do have level tests. So the users gonna do a level test to determine their current level. So we remember when we analyzed the level test of the other speaking apps, it was quite disappointing because it was very simple, even though it is quite fundamental and the most important part of this kind of speaking apps. So here is the examples. Basically, we divided the level test into 3 parts, like for and consonant part, word and word part, and lastly sentence part. So we just choose the most challenging part for the Korean speakers. It was TH sound and S sound. So yes, just like that. And also, especially in the word and sentence part, we decided to test not only the pronunciation, but also two segmental features, just like stress and intonation. So basically, this application is composed of 5 tabs. This is the first tab that the users might face the first. So basically, it shows the word map and the country and region that they've chosen, and we just created daily challenges including cultural quiz, local vocabulary, and pronunciation practice. The next tab is free talk tab. So we just prepared AI assistant and topics, so the users can choose AI assistant and the topics. So we expect that through this part, the users can have conversation and practice conversation with AI tools more effectively and easily. And the next tab is understanding culture part. So we just prepared the video, like the culture video. So after the users, first of all, the users can view the video and they can run like the vocabularies and expressions depending on the culture. The next part is review part. So we just prepared and accent tree has smart review. So as you can see, we just prepared a chart so the users can figure out what they've reviewed and haven't reviewed. And finally, we just prepared the challenge part. So we're gonna set the leagues, and if the users reaches a certain tier, we just prepared our reword just like that. So thanks for your attention.